Hello again, this is Sam Houston, and welcome to My Front Porch.
Government and leadership, a distant memory? School districts, cities, counties, and the state of Texas have legal qualifications a candidate must fulfill to be eligible to run for office. Candidates for the school board and city council have already declared their intentions, and soon officials seeking county and statewide offices will be filing their paperwork. I only wish that leadership were one of those legal requirements. The election season has begun. Lord, have mercy on us all. My namesake, General Sam Houston, had as much leadership ability as any man to ever grace our great state of Texas. On the battlefield of San Jacinto, he was front and center of his troops while leading his men on horseback. Being one of the very few soldiers in the line who were mounted, he stood out like a firework in the sky and was an easy mark for the Mexican sharpshooters. On that day, General Sam was shot off 3 horses during the battle, which lasted only 22 minutes. Severely wounded in the right ankle, he never stopped leading his men forward towards their goal of independence. Years later, as governor of Texas, Houston stood up against the wildly popular idea of secession. Though his stance was highly controversial and caused a great deal of disdain, even leading to threats on his life, he campaigned throughout our great state, attempting to convince the electorate that fighting a civil war against the United States would do nothing but empty the state treasury and destroy the very flower of Texas youth. He challenged the prevailing popular opinion and was steadfast that the South would not win such a war. The legendary Texas icon felt public support distance itself from him, and eventually he was removed from office as the duly elected governor of the state for his refusal to swear an oath of allegiance to the Confederacy. Houston never wavered from what he believed was the right and best course for his Texas. He never submitted to political pressure or public sentiment. Time proved his thinking to be remarkably accurate. Shortly after his removal from office, it's been reported that President Lincoln offered Houston command of several Union Army divisions. Lincoln held the hope that if the Union could keep Texican forces and supplies fighting in the West, the rebel forces in the East would crumble into submission. Houston refused Lincoln's offer, and though he had lifelong allegiance to the United States, not even his love of country could cause him to bear arms against his sacred Texas. As always, Houston placed Texas and its people first, which is probably why he died nearly destitute. Can you imagine a politician with Sam Houston's accomplishments in today's world being less than wealthy? Why is that? Sadly, in today's world, politicians seem to be little concerned with what's best for their constituents, and to be considerably more concerned about their party's standing and their polling numbers. Most of their day is spent taking steps to ensure that campaign donations keep rolling in so they can focus on their biggest priority, making sure they get reelected. Politicians fail to recognize that leadership has little to do with popularity. It has everything to do with putting your own personal goals and aspirations to the side and risking it all to benefit those who you represent. It is the courage to stand for right, whether it's popular or not, simply because it is right. Where are the young leaders, the inspirational leaders who have vision for the future? The leaders who can communicate that vision and inspire people by their words and deeds to greater heights of accomplishment. We need to find them as fast as we can. I wish I knew where to look. They seem to be very few and far between. Thought for the day. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. He does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the equality of his actions and the integrity of his intent. General Douglas MacArthur. Until next time, I'll keep riding the storm out.
You've been listening to From My Front Porch with Sam Houston, brought to you by the Granbury Theater Company. You can catch Sam's column every week in the print edition of the Hood County News or online at hcnews.com.